Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, aka the Kurious Cat, and today we're going to be talking about a facial treatment that I recently did with Skin Institutes. I went back to Skin Institutes to try out the IPL treatment, and if you don't know what IPL stands for, it stands for Impulse. It stands for Intense Pulse Light Therapy, also known as a photofacial. So basically this improves your overall tone of your skin and even the texture, and it really targets any pigmentation that has been caused by sun damage. And if you haven't watched my other videos, I am very insecure about the sunspots that are on my cheeks. When I heard about this treatment, I was just over the moon, and I said, yeah, let's try this. It's something that I've been wanting to target with the microneedling and the retinols and the brightening serums, and if this will take it to the next step, you know your girl's about it. It basically targets certain color in your skin, and when the body is heated, it basically gets rid of those dead skin cells that are basically clumped together, making this hyperpigmentation. And unlike laser devices, or your regular laser devices, IPL's pulses are a little bit stronger to really penetrate deep into those different layers of your skin that might be holding on to the pigmentation. Obviously, IPL is one of those things that you really should seek out through a doctor or a dermatologist. If you suffer from fine lines, acne, scarring, any birthmarks, even stretch marks, broken blood vessels, spider veins, and even peach fuzz, this will help you a lot. So if you are sensitive to light, or if you do use tanning beds, I wouldn't suggest this just because it is a light therapy treatment, and also you need your skin to be its regular color to really target any pigmentation that is on your bare skin. At Skin Institutes, they do recommend you do at least 3 sessions just to really see results, and that's what I did essentially. And I waited 2 weeks between each session of IPL. So my first session, they used a less intense pulse to just kind of start me off. And as we did our other sessions, we would go up in our pulses to really penetrate the skin. The first session, I didn't have any redness, anything like that. However, when I did get home, I did see certain freckles and sunspots a little bit darker, and I was like, oh cool, this is working really quickly, because they told me that my dark spots would become a little bit darker. As I monitored my skin, I noticed that these freckles were breaking apart, which was so interesting to me. I was like, what is this witchcraft right now? I was obviously so excited because I'm seeing almost instant results here. And girl, let me tell you, I was over the moon because, as you know, this is something that I've been trying to target. And yes, microneedling is great, and I 100% will always love microneedling. But I think this was the treatment to really gain the results that I was looking for. So as I did each treatment, I noticed my dark spots getting darker and flaking off, and now my skin is a lot more of an even complexion. My spider veins that I've noticed in my cheeks have gone down significantly, and even the broken, I guess, capillaries? You know what I mean? And my nose have reduced in appearance too, if that makes any sense. And that's why I'm very pleased with this whole process. How I set up my skin before receiving the IPL treatments, I would stop using any of my actives before going into these sessions, and I would also not use them for at least 2 to 3 days after the session. And I wasn't instructed to not use any active ingredients like retinol or any exfoliating acids beforehand, but I just thought I didn't want to make my skin sensitive, even though it's not, just in case. I wouldn't wear any makeup, of course. And then after I would get the treatment, I would just go on with only using my gentle cleanser. It's the Radiant Wash from Neova, and that does have a little bit of lactic acid, but it's not going to overbear my face with exfoliation. So that's why I went in with that, and then I'd finish off with my niacinamide, and I'd also use my CU3 peptide complex balm just at nighttime just to really help my skin heal. I would do that for the next couple days, and then I would start using my retinol once a week like I usually do. And if I had any breakouts, I would use the lactic acid again a couple days after IPL. So that's how I kind of took care of my skin. This time after my last session, Dr. Marina did tell me to start spot treating my dark spots with retinol after 3 days. And what's this gonna do is basically going to help my cells turn over to reproduce that new skin and basically push that pigmentation further off my skin and from deep within my skin as well. How they get you set up basically is they will clean your face with some alcohol and they will put a gel to help the tool move on your face. And it does not hurt, in my opinion. All it really feels like is if someone were to rub their hands or their feet on a very fuzzy carpet and try and shock you, and even that, it feels a lot less than that. The most sensitive areas for me were my upper lip and sometimes around my nose, which is very common. The skin above your lip is a lot thinner than the rest of your skin. The first zap that you feel will kind of startle you because obviously you're not used to it. Other than that, it was very painless. It was just very easy. It takes about 20 minutes at most. That's with the prepping as well. I'm very happy with my results. I feel like my skin tone is a lot even than it was even last year. It's so good, and I think this with the combination of microneedling was my perfect skin reset after the summertime, and it's really helped me target the pigmentation, which were overall my skincare goals to begin with. Obviously, Dr. Marina hooked a girl up and gave me this cute little Neova kit here, and they're just samples, and it's the Progressive Photo Aging Disrupt the Way Things Were Going. There you go. So you have your dual matrix refining serum with DNA, repair enzymes, and retinol, the creme de la copper, and then the night therapy. So the dual matrix refining serum, it's a enzyme and retinol serum that basically helps clear away any imperfections. And again, this has retinol in it, so it's going to help your cellular turnover in your skin and reproduce new skin cells to push up to the skin to make you look more even, and your texture will be a lot more clear. This also will help with any photo damage or damage that's done by the environment like pollution. So this is pretty cool. I haven't really used it yet just because I have been going through the IPL sessions and I just don't want to incorporate this yet, but I'm pretty sure it's amazing. I've loved all of the Neova products that I have so far. This is also good for any skin types, even the most sensitive ones, and this also helps with what I want to target with pigmentation and any blood vessels. Then we have the creme de la copper, which is definitely a copper peptide serum. This will be a little bit more gentle than a retinol for sure, and this will also give you great moisturization and kind of rehabilitate your skin through the day. I use this actually my second IPL session, kind of like the CU3 cream that I had, the consistency at least. Maybe it's a little thinner, I lied. It's a little thinner and it doesn't have a fragrance, you know, it's really nice. And then we have the night therapy lastly in the package here, and obviously you use this at night and it basically accelerates your skin rehabilitation throughout the night, and it also has copper peptides in it as well. Yeah, this is a cute little tester kit, and I love that they have like what the serums are for. It says, "The beauty of a second chance for skin. A result of the revolutionary science of cellular regeneration, Neova patented formulas and technologies resuscitates photo-aged skin, making visible age reversal a virtual reality. With the photo-age defying power of DNA cofactor or DNA repair and copper peptide complex sciences, dramatic change and impressive results are more than imagining what they could be They're real. Yes, they definitely are real. And also too, I don't think you can get this from like a regular shop. You need to have an actual place that has an MD carry this brand, since it is a medical grade brand. Anyways, so I do have a retinol from The Ordinary, and it's a 0.05%. It's been working out for me. However, with my dark spots, I do think that I need something medical grade to really get my cellular turnover going in these places. So I'm going back to my roots, well, my roots of medical grade skincare, and I purchased this Zio Retinol 0.5%. This is a medical grade brand as well, so the ingredients are medical grade, so they're a lot more potent than The Ordinary brands. I do love The Ordinary, however, when targeting certain things like sun damage and hyperpigmentation, I will always recommend a medical grade skincare line, just because that's where you're going to see actual results instead of seeing small results over a long period of time. I don't know if I've talked about this on the channel, but I did work for a medical aesthetic clinic last year, which was really great, and I learned so much. A part of all of the training, I was able to train with Zio, so I know all about this guy. Zio is a really good brand. I'm excited to see results because we specialize in results. I will say this is an investment. It is expensive. However, if you're like me and you don't really spend your money on face makeup, or you just love your skin and you would literally do anything for your skin, this is something that I would 100% recommend if you're trying to target dark spots, any hyperpigmentation, scarring, acne scarring, stretch marks, birthmarks, etc. This is something I would definitely invest in, just because I do see really good results. Now, I'm not going to do this continuously throughout the year. This is probably something that I would do once a year in accordance with my microneedling. This would be a great treatment after the summertime. Although with saying that, you would need to wait until your tan has faded if you are out in the sun often when you are enjoying your summer. So that's what I did. So I did the microneedling just to kind of get that dull layer of skin off, and I waited at least, I'd say, 2 to 3 weeks before I started my IPL session. Now, after my last session, I am so happy with the results. I will continue seeing results just because it has only been a couple of days, and there are a couple of dark spots that have darkened up. Like, I don't know if you can see, they have darkened up and they will proceed to flake off, which is, again, witchcraft to your girl, and I'm just so excited to see it all happen because I have been a little insecure about them since I started noticing them. But yeah, that's really it for the video today. Really short and sweet. Thank you for listening to me talk, and I will see you next time. Wear your SPF, okay? Wear it.